In Jebel al-Hos area, a farm survey conducted last season under the ICARDA project indicated that Frike is the most important component of farm income generated from crop production activities. It accounts for about 35% of total household income of small-scale farmers and 22% of the income of large-scale farmers. Frike is therefore a feasible source of farm income diversification. Frike is made from immature wheat, harvested at about the mid to late dough stage. The processing of Frike involves a sequence of operations that take 1 to 2 weeks to complete. These include stem cutting, burning, winnowing, threshing, drying, and storage or marketing. This is one of the farmers in Azaz village near Aleppo in Syria. Frike is his major source of income. He cultivates several acres of durum wheat each year. At harvesting time, he employs labourers. The stems are cut when the wheat grains have developed to as late a stage as possible and when they are still completely green. On a small scale, the stems are pulled or cut with sickles or knives, but for large-scale cutting, a mechanised mower is used. This farmer's farm is large enough for mechanical harvesting, but he still prefers to use sickles. An ICARDA socio-economics researcher asked him why.
إذا اشتغلت بشكل جيد ممكن إنه نستعمل حصادة، بينما إذا العمل مش جيد عمل الإيد أفضل لأنه بيتم تنظيف الأرض بشكل جيد وأفضل من الحصادة دائما.
العامل أنا بشوف هيك هي في الأرض بشيلها، الحصادة شلون بدها تشيلها؟
معناتها إذا مستوى السنابل إذا مستوى مختلف، أن في سنابل عالية سنابل قاسية، هاي الحصادة مشكل.
عنا الجو كمان يساعدها، نص الأرض بتنام. نص الأرض بتنام. العمال بسبب الأمطار الغزيرة يتم المحصول ينام. إذا نام الحصادة لن تستطيع حصل المحصول.
هاي السنابل النايمة.
بينما باليد العاملة بتحصد النايم ممكن كل شيء يعني.
Normally, the wheat is cut early in the morning to allow plenty of time for the leaves and stems to dry in the sun. In the afternoon, the stems are gathered and laid across pieces of metal sheets or piping, or a row of stones. The stems are laid in such a way that the heads are all in the direction of the wind, because a light to medium breeze is needed for the next step. The stems are set on fire to burn off the awns and all leafy materials. Once the stems and leaves burn off, the heads fall on the metal sheet. A slight or gentle breeze helps to lightly char the wheat heads, which is what gives Frike its characteristic flavour. If the heads were faced away from the wind, the heat would severely burn the heads, affecting the flavour and lowering the quality. When burning and charring are finished, the heads are separated from the soot, ash and leaves. Usually it is women who do the separation by winnowing when it is still windy. The heads are left in heaps even after winnowing to continue drying in the sun. This is done to reduce the moisture content before threshing. Towards late afternoon or the next day, the heads are passed through a thresher or combine harvester. This is where the chaff, rachis and other foreign matter are removed. The cleaned Frike is stored in sacks. For long-term storage, many farmers continue to dry the grains under a shade. Frike can be cooked as whole grain or crushed into broken grains. Dirt and other foreign matter are picked out before washing and boiling. Depending on quantity, boiling may take 1 to 2 hours before it is ready for serving. But how was the idea of burning durum wheat into Frike first developed? ICARDA researcher Ramona Khalife found out from this farmer.
Sometime around 1843, a ruler in this region, Ibrahim Pasha, son of Muhammad Ali, came with his army to force people to pay taxes and ordered his men to burn all farms as punishment for a misdeed. All farms were set ablaze, but immediately after the ruler left the site, farmers went to their farms to gather whatever was left because they had no other food to eat. They discovered that the burnt durum wheat smelt nice. They cleaned, threshed and cooked, and it tasted delicious. Since then, burning durum wheat into Frike became a tradition.
ICARDA Earden research aims at promoting this indigenous on-farm processing of durum wheat end product by exploring the possibility of establishing village cooperatives for Frike production and marketing that can be linked with UNDP and the United Nations World Food Programme development projects. Frike is not only delicious and nutritious, it is also a source of income for village communities. Processing durum wheat into Frike adds substantial value to the crop, thus increasing farmers' revenue, as well as creating job opportunities within the communities, especially for women, who carry out most of the Frike processing activities.